Right, and I think we are live, hopefully. Yeah, thank you. Yes, we're live. So I was just sorting out my screen, and then Zahir interrupted me and said, "Can you see your comments?" Yes, I can see my comments today. So, hello, thank you to everyone that's joined. Karen, I can see Karen in the chat. She said, "Evening, we'll be watching whilst tidying. Wash mountain now needs putting away." Oh, do you know what? I was doing my washing at the weekend. It just feels like it's never ending. Like, as soon as I empty like the washing basket, it feels like there's so many more clothes in the basket, way more than I even started with. It's like the kids are changing like 3 times a day. Hi Margaret. Yes, Karen, I have changed my YouTube name. I've actually changed it on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and my YouTube channel as well. I just didn't. Hello Ash, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so I have changed my name on YouTube, Instagram, I think Twitter and Twitch. It was originally my Twitch name was Rubix81. Rubix is a nickname that Zahir has called me for like a long time, and I've always used it around like my gaming kind of apart from on my Xbox. Actually, on my Xbox I was actually known as Trained Noob. It was my gamer tag when I was playing the Xbox, mainly because we used to watch what was his name here, was it FBS Doug, and he used to play Counter-Strike, and it was something like a little sketch that he did about, you know, but I'm the legend is my username. But yes, but anyway, so how has everyone's day been? Have you been up to much? I haven't. I've been working. Well, I finished work at the surgery this afternoon at about 1 o'clock. It was my early finish today, so I finished about 1 o'clock, and then when I came home I was meant to like really get my head down and do some eBay, and then I just had this massive, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's stress, but I was sitting there and I was like, I have to pack so much into my day. Like, I really do look at how I structure my day, and it's just been a nightmare. Yes, Karen, I'm still knitting the scarf, although I'm nearly at this end of, like, oh, let me just lay down. I'm nearly at the end of the ball of wool. I've still got another 2, so I might use another ball and do a little bit more, because I still don't feel like the length is long enough for me. So I still want, I'm still going to continue to knit for a little bit. Busy, Karen, you said busy, hate Tuesdays. They're on kid free at the moment, so can't grumble. Yeah, do you know what, Tuesdays are normally quite a good day for me, just from the fact that I only work till 1 o'clock, although I do have to get to the surgery for 8, so it's only a short shift on a Tuesday for me, but because on some days I'm like in all day, so yeah, but Tuesdays are normally quite a good day for me, mainly because I can do a lot of stuff outside of work, so I can get bits and pieces done that I want to get done, but yeah, I don't know. I did have a whole bunch of housework at the weekend, which I hated, but I think I moaned about that on Saturday anyway. Do you want to see your knitting skills on Friday? Do you know what? He has no knitting skills, and do you know what? I missed your comment, Zahir. Yes, Karen, she's slow. Thank you, Zahir. I appreciate that. I think you're really slow. Look how long you've been playing Fortnite for. You're still no better. And you know I'm only joking. You're a little bit better. Anyway, yeah, so I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, and Tuesdays are normally a pretty good day for me, because I can come home and get some work done. I am going wrong already. I nearly went the wrong way. So overall, it's quite a good like day for me, Tuesdays, because I can come home and I can do some eBay, or I can do some YouTube, or you know, whatever I want to like concentrate for the day, like the afternoon. So I'm like pretty chilled out. Like I come home today and I had a nap. I only slept for like half an hour, but I did have a nap because I was tired. But I was just like, I need to sleep, I'm tired. Laid down for like half an hour, got back up, was meant to be photographing clothing, and ended up not photographing clothing, emptying my wardrobe of all the coats that, because part of my wardrobe is used to store coats for eBay, and I was just like, I can't have this anymore, I'm so fed up with it. So, hi Marcella, thank you for popping in. But yeah, I was just like, so frustrated with not being able to use my full wardrobe. I mean, I've still yet to do Zahir's side, because Zahir doesn't have that many clothes, so he's not okay with me using the wardrobe space, but I need to get to the point where I sort out his side as well, so I can take the coats out. But I was hanging them up in the wardrobe, like, and trying not to use up box space, but I've actually changed it, and I was like, no, it's going to have to go into like containers, so that the wardrobe space is like clear, so that we can actually put our clothes in it and use it as a wardrobe should be, and not for eBay, because this eBay stuff takes over your house. Do you know what, Karen? I bet your 9-year-old could beat Zahir as well. Naps are, yeah, they are good. They are good. I do enjoy a good nap when it's, do you know what? It's when you feel tired. But what I normally do is I kind of set a time. So, like this week, I think me and Zahir spoke about it on Friday. This week I've been using Google Calendar again, and I planned my week on Sunday. So I put in like my shifts at work, and then what I wanted to do in the hours after I finished work. So today I was meant to do about three hours of eBay. I think I managed 2 hours of eBay in the end. So 1 hour, it was completely missed. But it's because I chose to have a nap instead of doing eBay. But I still managed to get like a bit of sorting done. You let him have a full wardrobe. do you know what? Do you know what? A lot of the coats I picked up were probably from a jumble. I think there was a few that we picked up from a charity shop, and some was from the house clearance. And I still have the majority of them, to the point where I'm actually thinking about, because I've got a few coats that might sell spring and like spring and maybe summer, like, because they're quite lightweight, so it could be something that someone might decide, if it's a chilly morning, or that there's meant to be rain and they want a light coat, then they might want that. So yeah, I've got a few coats that like that I think I'm going to keep hold of, but some of them I think I'm going to end up just donating. I really do. But yeah. Oh, and Karen, I watched your video today. You picked up Rohan, didn't you, at the jumble? The Rohan coat that was like the wool mix. I was catching up on your video this afternoon. I don't know whether you did it, whether it was recorded earlier today, or it may have been a different day completely. I am so behind. Don't forget to give yourself some time off. You work blinking hard, need rest, or risk of burnout. No, completely. And the thing is, and this is why I've been trying to schedule my time more, so that I can actually factor in the fact that I do need to have a break, because I am going to get tired, and I do get tired quite often, and that's the point where I kind of just shut off and I need to just sleep. So absolutely. I'm a little bit behind. Yeah, he still has his feeler jumper. I've still got to fix his zip though. So I'm really slow at fixing things. I'm just going to put it there. I put it into a pile and go, yeah, that needs fixing, so I'll get around to it at some point. By the time he actually gets it back, he might have lost all his weight anyway, and he won't want to wear it. Ash is saying Z is a stepping beast. Do you know what? He Zahir can do some steps in his day. But yeah. It's jumped again, sorry, I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, 50p, man, listed it for 100. Oh, that's so great. And the thing is, it will sell. I don't know if we've had coats before though. We've picked up a bit of Rohan before. But it's a nice brand. Very, very good for winter and stuff like that. Oh, do you know what? With a Fitbit Karen, it's really nice to be involved in like the challenges, because there is a group of us that kind of do we do like it's called Work Week Hustle, and we kind of compete against who can do the most steps during the week, and it's quite nice because it kind of really does make you think about your activity during the day, like the number of steps that you do. But even if you don't have a Fitbit, it still makes you like look at, well it does me anyway, it still makes me look at it and go right, I've had a bit of a rough day. Like earlier today I was only on 3,500 steps, and that was at about 5 this evening. We went out to walk Alfie. I've done about 11,000 steps today, which is pretty good for me on a work day. But after this, I'm actually it's my first evening, but I'm actually going to be going out for a run. So that's what I'm doing after I get off of here, because I need to work on my fitness. So that's what I'll be doing afterwards. Yeah, and Zahir said it as well. Yeah, yeah, it can get really competitive. We've had some really crazy competitive weeks. Like this week, I'm not being that competitive. I think for the week I'm only on what am I on? I'm just under 20,000 steps, I think, for Monday and Tuesday. So it's a good number of steps, but with the group sometimes there's people, like there's one lady, I think she's on 34,000 steps already over the 2 days, which is absolutely crazy. And then I'm just like, there's no way I'm keeping up with that this week. There's just no way. I haven't got the time to kind of do like the long walks and stuff like that this week. So yeah, so this week I'm not going to be that competitive. I'm really not. Oh, did I miss a comment from Marcella? Yes, I did. So him like, you could do a Nick Hills and borrow an eBay dress off Becks. Oh dear. Yeah. I don't think Zahir's going to do that. It'd be quite funny to see, but I don't think he would. Oh, you got 4 caps as well. One has a watcher, already been on for half an hour. Oh, that's really great. That is really... It's nice when you go to a jumble, and the thing is, like, it's the perfect place to try something new as well, because you're not paying that much for it. So if it's not something that you normally pick up, it's a perfect place to kind of try something new. I think one jumble sale that I went to, that's where I bought a lot of material from, and although I ended up only selling a few pieces and then keeping quite a lot for my own collection, because I did intend to sell some of it, but some of it I just wanted. So like I picked up some suit material and I sold that. I think I only paid like a pound or so for it. It might have even worked out even cheaper, like probably like 50p or something like that, just for the material, because I bought a bundle of it. So like they kind of done like a bundle price for me at the jumble, and this was like, oh, it's been a while since we went to a jumble, so it definitely wasn't last year, it was probably the year before. And yeah, it's really awesome to try something new, because they gave me like a bundle price. And then the suit material I sold separately. I can't remember what I ended up selling it for, and then, do you know what, I actually got a message off the buyer asking if I had any more, and I had to say no, sorry, that was all I had. I mean, I did have a different suit material, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't like the same as what I had sold them. So yeah. But jumbles are really, really great for trying out new and different things, because they're generally quite cheap. Hi John, thank you for joining. This is the bit that I'm probably going to go a bit quiet on, because this is the bit where I always mess up. But my last few streams that I've done on my knitting have actually been okay. I haven't had to like unpick any work afterwards, which is good, because I don't like doing it. I am jumble obsessed. Got to miss one Saturday's daughters performing at a theatre in Chatham with her ballet. Oh yeah, but you do you know what, you've got to do those things sometimes, don't you? You have to do the family stuff as well. It's a shame that the jumble clashes though. But yeah, I mean I saw... Hi Richard, thank you for joining. Question is, H&M a fancy store brand or a basic store in the UK? I would say it's pretty basic, if I am honest. It's not... yeah, it's a pretty basic. It's like a high street. It's like a high street store, really. Yeah, it's not really that fancy. Yeah, Karen says it as well. It's basic. I'm getting real FOMO from not having been to the car boot and jumble sale in ages. See, we were talking about this when we went out for a walk today, right? Because of what we pick up, like with like the RC stock, we are getting to the point where we do want to try and do some different things, and that in a way helps with having the second store, because at least we've got a place to list it that still keeps the main store quite, you know, within our, you know, I suppose the word is niche, but like keep it very RC and hobby is with the main store. So it's nice to have the second store to be able to do that with. But yeah, we are sitting there and kind of counting down the weekends until the car boots start up. Although there is one that does run all year round, but it's like £5 to get in the morning, and although it can be a good boot sale, it's like, do I want to pay £5 to get in? you know, because if we do it, we're going to have to really set a budget, like really, you know, be careful with what we buy, because we don't really need the stock, so it would be pointless going in and just buying a bunch of stock and then having it just sat there unlisted with the amount that we already have. So yes. Oh, Margaret's saying you don't go to many jumble sales. Yeah, I've seen, like, we were driving in Preston the other day, and I was like, oh, there's I saw a sign for a jumble sale, and I didn't even like think, oh yeah, should we go? Because at the moment I do have a lot of stock, so in a way I wouldn't mind waiting for the boot sales to start, although like I think there's one that starts beginning of March? Do you know what? I've just realised we're actually going into March. It's like next week, isn't it? No, it's at the end of this week. Man, that's crazy. So actually we might have a boot sale coming up really soon. I'm sure it was middle of March. Or was it beginning of March? I can't remember. So here, what was it? Oh wow, that's a long day. So from 10 a.m. till 9 p.m, that is a long day. She's got 2 performances. Oh, well, I hope it goes well for her. Second store needs different things. Yeah, it does. Well, that's the way we're going to look at it. Is like to get the second store moving. Then we're going to, you know, because here can like pick stuff up. It's just that it will end up going on the second store. I think that's the way we're going to do it. Because we do want to keep the main store very much like the RC, because we do get quite, not like quite a few, but we do get some buyers that do come back to us for the RC, so we do want to keep it very like uniformed in a way. I think there's a little, oh, okay. Oh, hi Dale City, thank you for joining. You get FOMO if you miss one boot sale. Do you know what? We used to get like that all the time, and then since having the RC stuff, we kind of fell out of really going to them. And then towards the end of the season last year, we were really feeling like, oh, we really should have done a few more boot sales this year. And so towards the end of the season we were going again, but like because it's been the winter, we kind of dropped off going to our local one that is open all year round. But yeah, thinking about definitely going again. Yeah, Zahir said it, we haven't been since Christmas, so I'm really behind. I'm trying to knit and trying to keep up with the chat as well. Well, exactly, there is yeah, exactly that, Karen, with £5 to get in, maybe warmer months. Yeah, that's the thing. When we were living down south, we used to have to pay for definitely 2 of our boot sales that we did on a Sunday, because we used to we got to the stage where we were doing 3 boot sales in the morning, because we knew of 3 that were like really local. So we got to the point where we were doing 3 boot sales on a Sunday, and 2 of those we did actually have to pay to get in. And in the summer months, you wouldn't think twice about paying to get in. It's fine, you know, if it's going to get you into the boot sale a little bit earlier, then why not? The thing is exactly that. You do think it's mainly going to be traders in the winter months. You're not really always going to get the families, because most of the families are going to be doing the clear outs. I know they do clear outs around Christmas and things like that, but I think a lot of people will then do it more at like give their stuff to charity shops, because like at Christmas time it's like getting rid of the kids' toys, or you know, getting rid of a bit of a clothing. Some people will sell it themselves, absolutely, but some people would just end up donating to the charity shops rather than doing a boot sale themselves. Or they might stick it in the garage and then do a boot sale in the summer. So absolutely, in the winter months, the danger is it is going to be traders. He picked up a little cute party dress for a little girl. The label was from H&M UK, so was debating if it's too valuable to give to friend's daughter or try and sell because it might be special. Yeah, over here H&M is like a high street store. Yeah, well, Caesar here's got a different opinion. Like, some of the traders have nice stuff as well. I think for me, though, when I go to that boot sale, I struggle because although it is traders, they do generally ask a little bit more, and then I'm sitting there and like I'm in an iron of whether I want to take it for that price because I don't know whether I'm going to get enough profit out of it. So yeah, so I'm like, although here you're pretty happy to kind of pay up a little bit more, I'm still at the entry level. Shall I say? I'm at a different level than you. I still like picking stuff up for like £1 or £2 and that's it. One thing you miss, is it Facebook for, is local groups for jumbles, tabletop sales. Yeah, you can manage to find some. I mean, I don't know whether you're able to whether many come up on Google. To be quite honest, I don't tend to look, but yeah, Facebook is the place where most people would go. I mean, a lot of you could try see if anything comes up on Twitter as well, because some jumbles and boot sales in particular, some of them run a Twitter account as well, so you might want to try Twitter as well, because we used to follow some of our car boots down south, because they would normally tweet in the mornings as to whether they were cancelled or not, so it might be worth checking that out as well. Yeah, £5 is dear, but it could be worth it. I mean, you can find some good stuff from it. So here always finds good stuff from that boot sale, and it's a 40-minute journey, 40-ish. I would say it's under 40 minutes, but it can be worth it. You need to look up boot sales. Start again here. I think end of March. Yeah, I can't remember when our starts. I know that we've got one that is meant to be starting up soon, but it's not in a field, so that's pretty good. Going to walk up and down my house, but we'll put this on the big scene. Oh no, what have we started? Or what has Zahir started with you with the Fitbit? Yeah, Zahir likes to do that sometimes, walking up and down the front room. Although he doesn't do that so much now. He did to start off with when he first got his Fitbit. He used to just walk around the front room. And our front room isn't particularly big. I mean, it's got a little bit of length, but yeah, if prices are too high, I just use my normal say, okay, thanks, walk off slowly. Yeah, no, I do that as well. I'm just like, oh, okay, thanks. I'm not one to my friends telling me, go for a run at 8:30. I'm like, yeah, okay. We're not at 8:30 yet though, so yeah, no, definitely. And so he's saying not much stitching. I know, I keep talking, that's the problem. I'll try and stitch now, and then you'll go, well, no, she's gone quiet. High Street store sounds fancy, but upon further research, it just is gone. Oh. Yeah, it's just a street that's on the high street. Yeah. Sorry, a store that's on the high street. I think I muddled my words up. Don't do Twitter Eve, right? I will use hubbies if need to, but been finding on Friday Adcan, online Gumtree, and just playing Google. Yeah, Google's probably like the best place to try anyway. But yeah, I know we used to use Twitter. I actually ended up, I still get alerts from them actually on Twitter. I mean, I don't use Twitter that much, but I from the old boot sales through the summer, I was like, man, because so many, not like so many of ours got cancelled last year, but whenever we felt like going, it seemed like a lot of them were rained off, or it was just not necessarily rained off because they don't tend to cancel them all that often up here. It's just that you just got to decide whether it's actually worth going if there's a bit of rain. And a lot of the ones down south, because the weather was so much nicer and wasn't getting rained off, I was getting alerts saying, yeah, we're open as usual, and it's like, yeah, okay. I love buying from dealers. Their prices can be worth it depending on what they have. Yeah, no, absolutely, so I completely agree with you. I'm sat down, should be sorting wash mounting out. Oh yeah, I know. Do you know what? Oh yeah, I hate doing the washing. The thing is, like, I want to get to the point, like, on my next holiday from work. This sounds like more work, but I want to go through the girls' wardrobes and actually make sure it's like ironed and folded and put away nicely. And I know I'm going to be completely wasting my time with it all, but I just thought, I'm so tired of seeing a washing basket that I need to kind of get through. And I'm like, it could save time, because if everything's ironed and put away nicely, then all it is I don't need to iron it. All I need to do is just take it out of the wardrobe and wear it, right? Now, whether that's going to work in my head, because I used to be quite organised with their wardrobes, and I always used to sort their wardrobes out, but since I've gotten older, I don't tend to do it. But I went into Hannah's room the other day, and it's a complete and utter mess, because, you know what, she's got to be responsible for tidying it. I'm not going to tidy it for her. Her younger sister tidies her room, and her clothes were just like everywhere, and I was like, do I go in there and sort their wardrobes out? And it would only be the wardrobes. Like, if she's left clothes on the floor, I'm not touching it. It's her responsibility to do it. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe kind of do some tidying up around the house. Organising some cupboards would be good. Because I would, like, even in the downstairs toilet, like, we've got a cupboard in the downstairs toilet, because the downstairs toilet kind of houses our washing machine and the washing basket and things like that. So, and that cupboard is complete and utter mess. And I was like, I really need to sort that out as well. So there's bits and pieces that I need to do. Oh, his hair needs to be stitching on the YouTube. I know, right? He's given me so much hassle about not doing many rows. To be quite honest, it's because I'm talking that I'm not actually doing a massive amount of knitting. I do actually knit faster than this as well. This is the thing. It's like, it's the concentration. Because I am distracted by the chat. I am talking in with the chat. So as here says, no chance. You done that about 3 weeks ago. Well, that's my worry. I'm like, if I do it, okay, I know I would be able to kind of keep it up to a certain point, as long as you kind of, if you do it and then, I don't know, because I know I would start off really well, and it'll probably stay like it for about a week, and then the following week I'll be like, it just goes in the washing basket, and then, you know, you just pull it out, fold it, and then give it to the kids to put away. And I know it would just be a complete mess again after a week or two. So I'm kind of like, do I waste my time doing it if it's just going to end up like that? You're meant to be decluttering this year. Done it for 2 weeks. That's the thing. Do you know what? The worst time is whenever you move house, right? We moved quite often when we were, not like loads, but we moved quite fairly often when we were living down south. We're in rented accommodation, so you tend to kind of move according to like when the rent gets put up and you think, actually I think I want to change where we're living. So we did a few moves like that down south, and it was every time you came to like packing your stuff up, and you just realised how much rubbish you actually keep hold of. And sometimes we were only in the properties for like, I think the longest we stayed in one was about 2 years. It was getting on for 2 years, and I was just like, okay, well, how can we have this much rubbish in 2 years? And then you end up getting a lot of it gone, like gotten rid of, and then you do exactly the same when you move into your next place. And I'm at the point, we've been in this place 2 years already, I think. We're going into our 3rd year this August, and I'm like, I really do need to go through it, because otherwise we are going to be in a position where we are just, have got more junk in the house. And the thing is, with doing eBay and having the stock in the house as well, that doesn't help things either. But yeah, decluttering sounds like such a good idea. Okay, Richard, what have you bought? Oh, a knitting machine, ribbing attachment, and a colour changer at auction for 65 plus commission. Wouldn't have got it if not seen you sell one last year. So, oh, that's pretty cool. Do you know what, Richard? Go onto YouTube. It's really, really simple. That's how I learned how to get our machine up and running. It's really, really simple. I know I've got like an understanding of knitting, but honestly, there was some really good tutorials, and you don't need to find. Well, it helps if you can find the machine that you have, but even if you find like a similar machine, you should be able to get it working. Honestly, it's well worth it if you can show it working as well in your photos, because here I actually took a picture of like what I'd actually managed to do on it as well. So yeah, hope it does work out for you. I want to make a chunky knitted cushion cover. Saw them and they were so expensive, so I would attempt them myself. Yeah, it's always well worth it. Trying and doing it yourself. I'm still trying to knit some cushions actually. I've got one that's already made. I've got to do the second one. I don't know if I'll do it on stream actually, because it's using like the Pom Pom wool, which is quite interesting. It's really quite fiddly to kind of knit with, but it's really, really nice when you get it right. So I might end up doing that on, once I finish the scarf. That might be the next thing I go on to. That's why we bought our place. Rent kept going up and had 2 landlords sell on us. Yeah, I mean, we're really lucky with our landlords now. I really, really like them. They live across the road from us, and you'd think that would be a complete and utter nightmare, and it really isn't. They have been by far the best landlords we've ever had, and they just, yeah, they're really, really they're really great. And I don't really want to move out of here until we're ready to buy our own place. So that's how kind of settled we are here, is that we're at the point where we want to, get, stay here until until we buy. So yeah. Hello, Ryan. Yeah, no one's a mod on my channel. I haven't needed to put anyone as a mod yet. So yeah, and to be quite honest, I don't even know I shouldn't admit this, but I don't even know how to do it. I could do it in the YouTube chat, but because I'm on your restream, I don't know how I do it on here. I think I've actually got to go into like the you know, the official chat and do it. But yeah, thanks. Yes, me neither. It's all box, so I'm going to try for top money. Yeah, you should. You should. Yeah, and YouTube it is really, really great. There was honestly some really great people that do some like, it took me some time to find the right person, but if you find the right person to show you like how to kind of set it up, because with the knitting machine, I had the manual to actually work out how to thread the machine up, but when it came to the diagrams, I just wasn't understanding like the diagrams within the manual, and I was like, this is just silly. So I thought, oh no, go onto YouTube and find someone who's done it. So the actual like setting the machine up, I actually managed to do just from the manual, but when it came to doing the stitches, I had to go on and find out. I've got to go, need to cook steaks for dinner. Hubby has stopped at Chippy. Oh, well, go enjoy your dinner, Karen, and thank you for popping in. But yeah. Right, where was I? See, this is the row I really do have to keep check on, because when I get talking, I end up missing where I am. There we go. So we should be back on track there. But yeah, there are some great tutorials out there. I don't know whether I've actually got the person saved that on YouTube that I watched. I don't know whether I ended up following their channel. I'll have a look and see who I follow on my channel, and I will see if I can find the person that helped me with it, because they're actually pretty good. They explained it so straightforward. It is a scarf, Ryan, but it's got like a pattern in it, like a texture to it. So yes, that is what we're knitting. It's actually getting quite long now, but I want it a bit longer for what I'm doing. So I've still got 2 balls of wool of this stuff, but I'm not gonna knit up 2 balls. I won't need 2 balls for it. So that is what we're doing. I'm getting to the end of the row. Nearly, anyway. There we go. How are you not mod? Are you going to stay around in the chat? Are you? There you go. Are you happy now? I've given you the power of mod. Not that you need it. But yeah, I don't think I can do that in yeah, I have to go into YouTube to do it. Yes, I am going for a run after this. I said I would. It's in my schedule, in my calendar, on my phone, saying you've got to go for a run tonight. So yeah, I am. The thing is, it's been so long since I've gone for a run. Like, when I was working at the cash and carry, I hurt my knee a long time ago, and I always get like a pain in my knee when I have when I was training for the moonwalk. It flared up again there. So I am concerned that like I'm gonna have problems with running, but I'm just gonna take it easy and see how it goes. Yeah, I'll have a look for you, Richard, and see whether I've got the guy that I learnt from, because he was really good. He was really good. It was so straightforward. It may not be your machine, but it really helped me like understand what I was doing wrong. Yeah, and the punch thing is, they Zahir said it, they can actually sell for good money. So the punch thing is, you might want to sell and like research and sell separately, because I think they're like, because you in like knitting machines, you can actually have it like do a pattern, and so you can punch out your own patterns, and that's what they're used for. So so yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely look at researching the punches separately, because you might want to sell them separately. Yeah, Becks, you should have a couple on YouTube and Twitch. You know how your chat gets crazy when you look down to check your... I know, right? A run down the shops don't count, Becks. 30 miles minimum, please and thank you. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take it real slow, Ryan. It's been a long time. I used to run cross country when I was at school, and this is years ago. So I used to be able to do like distance running. It's been a long time since I've done that, but my aim is at one point in the next couple of years to run the London Marathon. I definitely want to do it before I'm 40, and I'm 37 now, so that gives me a few years, but I really got to work on my fitness. There's no way I can do that. Yeah, definitely look at listing those separately. Is he going to be following in the car? No, he's going to stay here. Yeah, he's not going to be following in the car. That'll be quite funny. Like, he'd be my my cheerleader from the side. You know where is it Rocky that does it? But I thought, wasn't he on a bike? He wasn't in a car, was he? Down the road, like getting Rocky to run. Yeah, I can imagine Z doing that. It's probably like, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, it's only going to be, it is going to be quite literally a run round town, really. I mean, we can walk it in 30 minutes. It's not far. So that is the plan. Just a quick run around town. You know, just to start off. There's actually a running group, local. And I was thinking about joining it, but like it's been so long since I've like run. I was like, I don't really want to commit to something if I'm just gonna go, no, don't want to do it afterwards. So does Alf run, or do you pull him along on a cart? Do you know what? He will not run. Last year in the summer, right? Because last year when I was trying to get back into running. I thought, I know, let's take Alf out and I will run with Alfie, because there's plenty of dog owners that run with their dogs, and I thought, you know what, I reckon Alf would do it. No, he lasted 10 minutes, if that, and then he wanted to stop, and he was like, nope, had enough. And he kept doing this thing where when he was running, because he was running on the lead, he kept biting the lead while I was running. So that was an even bigger like distraction, was him running along and biting the lead. So yeah, he's so here said it, Alf is rubbish at walking, forget running. Yeah, exactly, he doesn't like walking. And yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, I can't see Z eating raw eggs. He's not going to be doing that. Do you know what? He's probably waiting for me to actually finish so that he can get on Fortnite. He's probably waiting. I don't know, he might actually be playing. No, he's not playing, is he? Because he's been in the chat, so. Then again, he could chat between games, couldn't he? But yeah, he'll probably be on later, if he's not already on. And Marcella's gone over to the Twitch. No mods over here, Z can't ban me here. Oh, you're not playing on it. Oh, okay. Are you watching another stream? Because I know you've got your two screens, so you can have two things on the go at the same time. And this row feels like it's taken forever, and it has. It's taken me forever. I don't want to get him in trouble, but he put 3 hours in earlier secret skirmish. No way! Zahir, did you really? Yeah, he said he was going to play later. Did you really, Zahir? Play for 3 hours? He didn't stream it though. Then again, he has his streams unlisted, so the only way you can see whether he's streamed is when you go into his channel and you go into his playlists. And by the way, line is whatever's here. By the way, Ryan is lying. No, I was gonna say, but you came to meet me at work with parcels in the back of the car. I was only at work for like 5 hours, so I suppose it doesn't take you like 5 hours to do the post, I suppose, but. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, he is so in trouble. No, he's not really. No, if he wants to do that, he did actually say to me, he was thinking about streaming more during the day. And I was like, yeah, do whatever. If he wants to stream, he can stream during the day. Marcella says, Z dropped the mod hammer on Ryan's lies. I know. Zahir's got that power now. He can do that. But oh dear. Do you know what's here? I can go into YouTube and see what you've deleted. Oh, and you've timed out Ryan as well. Man. Marcella says to Ryan, come over to Twitch, we have Z free rain over here. Oh, I know, I haven't got any mods on Twitch. I should really, because I know when Zahir was streaming, I know game streams can be a bit different, but I don't remember when Zahir used to stream on Twitch, he used to get some dodgy comments. But I think it was like because it was like gaming, so it was bound to be a bit like that. I was only kidding. Oh, I know. That's why I've timed him out. I know, I've done a straight ban. Right. I'm getting to the end of my... Well, I'm not getting to the end of my row, but we are getting to the end of the stream though. I will be finishing at about 8:30. Let me finish off this row and we will finish the stream, I think. Yeah, I'm just trying to concentrate for this bit, just to get to the end of the row. I hate leaving it mid-row as well. Make sure I go through both stitches, that would help. But yeah, it's I am nearly there. And I've got to get ready and go to my go for my run. Oh man. So Leo 8K over on Twitch. I don't know who that Zahir Malik is over on the tube, but I would so marry him if I was you. He's a keeper. I know. Ending the stream soon, but the drama is still happening. What will Ryan do when he gets back? Oh dear. I know. It's been crazy. Anyway, right. That is it. I'm at the end of my row, so I'm going to end the stream here because I am going to go for my run. I keep saying it. You know, I've got to say it because if I don't say it, I'm not going to do it, am I? So, yes, that's it for this evening. So, thank you to everyone that's joined the chat and joined in the chat and kept me company while I managed to do 3 rows of knitting, which is really, it's not the best Go pro your run, I can pretend I'm exercising, says Marcella. I'm not going to do that. Do you know what? It's bad enough. Do you know what? I don't know. I'm at the point where I'm like regretting deciding to do it, but I really want to do it as well, because I really do need to work on my fitness. But at this point, I'll be fine once I get out there, I think. But I really don't feel like going. But I'm gonna. Anyway, but yes, once again, thank you everyone that's joined in the chat this evening. It's been really, really nice to have you chatting away in the live chat and in the stream, keeping me company. So thank you for that. I am going to be back, I think, Saturday night with another knitting stream. If you want to join me on Saturday, I think it's 7:30. I should be around. And in the meantime, have a good week, and I will see you the weekend. Bye. And now I've got to find out where I stop this.